oddly enough, this is not the first time, even within the past, week, where we've made multiple New Jersey Devils videos in a row, because about a minute ago, we had ourselves the news that Lindy Ruff had been fired. And now, you have this beautiful mug as the Devils' interim head coach. The New Jersey Devils announced today that they have relieved Lindy Ruff on his head coaching duties. Oh, why did I do that? And named associate coach Travis Green as interim head coach for the rest of the year. There you go, rest of the season. So hopefully we won't see any extra surprise hirings over the next few months here, and Travis Green is able to actually end off his tenure in 23-24 as a head coach. The announcement was made by Devils president and GM Tom Fitzgerald. Green will start in his role at Tuesday's morning skate in advance of that night's game versus Florida. He will lead the staff of existing assistants with Ryan McGill, Chris Taylor, Sergei Brylin, and goaltending coach Dave Rogalski. I hold our entire organization to the highest standards of accountability to focus on being a competitive team that expects to be a perennial playoff contender, said Fitzgerald. Unfortunately, we are not currently at that level, and I needed to make this decision. Oh my goodness. He straight up says that, yeah, Lindy Ruff wasn't doing a good job, so he's gotta go. We all kind of knew this, right? That the New Jersey Devils were in a position to try to contend for a playoff spot. They want to be in it. Jack Hughes said that people pay to see me play. And then they can't beat Lucas Dostal on the penalty shot. They are starting to lose a bunch of games. And if you go over to the NHL standings, I mean, I should always have this open, shouldn't I? Go over to that Metropolitan Division and take a look at the Devils. 64 points, 61 games played. They're 4-6-0 in their last 10. They've lost 2 in a row. They needed to get this done. Lindy Ruff was not doing the job. And the fact that Devils fans themselves were chanting out, "Fire Lindy, fire Lindy, fire Lindy," this was a matter of time. But is it too little too late? We'll see. This was an extremely difficult conversation to have with Lindy based on the relationship that he and I have. He was the right coach to develop our young players on the ice, and above all else, he is a tremendous person. Travis Green, though, has key experience running benches at the junior AHL and NHL levels, and he knows that there are no shortcuts to success. He is a high-demanding individual who is familiar with the group and excited about working to get back on track. Green, 53, was named associate coach by Fitzgerald on June 22, 2023. He was Vancouver's head coach for parts of 5 seasons from 2017-18 to 21-22 with a 133, 147, and 34 record. Green led the Canucks to the second round of the 2020 Stanley Cup Playoffs after the team posted a 36, 27, and 6 record in the regular season. Now, quick aside, I know some Devils fans may go out there and think about, oh yeah, Green has playoff experience. I don't really know if that counts in the best way, because the fact is the Canucks were 36, 27, and 6 that year. They were barely above 500. They only squeaked into the playoffs because of that expanded play-in series that happened during the COVID year. That offseason, the Canucks, or not even offseason, but that period of resting allowed the Vancouver Canucks to really get their best guys and push themselves forward. They beat the Minnesota Wild in the play-in. They beat the reigning champions, the St. Louis Blues, in the first round, and then they were 1 game away from beating the Vegas Golden Knights and making it to the conference finals. But Travis Green's squad ultimately was not able to get it done. If you want to talk about Green, though, and his Vancouver Canucks tenure, probably the biggest thing that stood out to me, aside from his media interviews, was the fact that he rarely adjusted. And when he did adjust, it was a little too much too soon. There were moments in this time period where the Canucks were pretty stubborn, they wouldn't change their lines, and then when they did change the lines, they changed them too much. Like, Travis Green would put the lines in a total blender, and every few shifts, guys would be going out with different guys, and it just wouldn't work, there'd be no chemistry. And then there was the media interviews where Bo Horvat and Travis Green would consistently say the same thing over and over and over again. Oh, we need to be better. Oh, we got outplayed. Oh, we can do this. Oh, we can do that. We just got to work at it. We got to work. We got to be better next game, next game, next game. It was a pattern for far too long, especially in this era of Vancouver hockey where the team just wasn't really that great, where you had Travis Green and Bo Horvat pretty much repeating the same thing, and it got old quickly. So I'd say that a lot of Canucks fans, while they acknowledge that Travis Green definitely did have a good stint with that 2020 bubble play-in series to playoffs, he definitely wasn't like the best guy, I feel. But there was a good amount of love for him. But when he got fired and Bruce Boudreau came in, all of a sudden, that's when the Vancouver Canucks started winning, and you could very well see there was a sentiment that said, yeah, maybe Green's systems just weren't working. His strategy of putting the lines in a blender wasn't really the best, and you just needed a little bit of a change of philosophy with this group. But now, I mean, Travis Green, he's familiar with the New Jersey system. He's been a part of this team for a while now, and as a guy taking over Lindy Ruff's job, I mean, a lot of Devils fans are super excited about this, I'm seeing online. Just go over to the subreddit here and read the thread. Lindy Ruff has been fired, and all the replies, heater incoming, I immediately feel bad for him, it sucks to be fired, but we move on. Holy S, Mr. Frodo, it's over. We did it. Travis Green has replaced him. Finally, everybody get in here. Like the Devils fan base, they are clamoring like crazy on Lindy Ruff being fired. So this is going to be interesting to watch. Will Travis Green be the guy to take this Devils team and put him back into the Stanley Cup playoffs? Go over to the wild card race right now, and New Jersey, they're 8 points out of a wild card with 2 games in hand on the Lightning. They have a lot of ground they have to catch up on if they want to be able to find themselves back in the race. And honestly, if I were a betting man, which I'm not, but if I was, I'd probably debate no. I'm not too confident in Travis Green's coaching ability to be able to carry a team that's been down in the dumps to the promised land of a wildcard spot over the next month or so. I don't really see that happening, but if they're trying to use this as a stepping stone for next year, maybe that's a way to go. I mean, we're seeing in Vancouver, I'm bringing up the Vancouver comparison again because it's one that I'm familiar with. Rick Tocchet was brought on throughout like the halfway mark of the year, and then he worked with the team, got familiar with their squad, and then the next season everything started looking up. Is Travis Green going to be able to exhibit a similar kind of function here with the New Jersey Devils squad? Is this the year that New Jersey goes out there and make the playoffs, or is this Travis Green stint with Devils hockey right now more so of a preparation period for him to do his thing next year? There will be some questions answered as the entire timeline goes on, but let me know your thoughts in the comments section below about Lindy Ruff getting fired by the New Jersey Devils and Travis Green being brought on as the new interim head coach. Canucks fans, what are your thoughts on Green being the guy? He is now a number 1 once more. Do you think his success with the Vancouver Canucks was more so of a fluke? Was it kind of bailed out and given to him because of the COVID year and the shutdown with the play-in series? Do you think he was all too much of a great coach in general? I honestly would say he was like a 6 out of 10 coach, maybe a 5. Okay, yeah, no. If you have to think about it, you go with the lower rating. I'm going to go a 5 out of 10 coach for Vancouver. So whether or not he will be improving in New Jersey, we'll see, but he's got another Hughes that he can head coach now, so one of the only guys, I feel, in NHL history to have coached multiple Hughes brothers at the NHL level. I think maybe the only guy, right? I don't know. That was a dumb comment to make. But either way, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Travis Green being the guy in New Jersey now. Lindy Ruff has been fired. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.